She's... Well, whatever you decide, I honestly don't really care. I'm a little bit annoyed with this not mining up what's left of this beautiful city, but they're being forced to is not really much for me to judge. I'd like to see some vengeance against them, but I don't really care too much about this guy.
Well, you could always kill him. It ends the pact.
Yes, and I assure there's not much use in using him as a bargain. There's not much use in using him as a bargaining chip because usually the guy giving the pact doesn't care about their minions. It's just a minion. Right, Natan?
Glares, grumbling inside his gag.
I mean, be honest. Do you think whoever's giving you power even remotely cares about you?
He's just staring daggers.
I will.
It isn't worth the energy to deal with them any further. They're already disabled.
I mean, I don't really have energy, but yeah.
Well, if you were to leave him here, they'll just free him, and the next batch of prisoners will get the same treatment.
Well, we're going to be dealing with that soon enough, hopefully.
All right then. Let's leave him here. We have places to go, although I don't know how we're going to get this bunch over the lava. Hopefully you know a way, Sabella or any of you.
I'm going to assume there's a path to the village, or else how would they get here in the first place?
Yes, there's a bridge just around on the other platform, and some stairs that lead out.
And
Finn says, I think we should probably clear the way first. They're safe here.
well, over by the what I presume was a smithy and maybe a shop, there are more problems to be cleared. Oh, over by the smithy, it's a bit past this tower. There are more problems to be cleared. An elemental I can see, some gnolls, things like that.
I mean, we haven't even scouted this entire building. For all we know, there could be sleeping gnolls in here. Then again, Helger made a lot of noise, so I feel like they would have woken up by now.
You're alright about me making noise. Though I don't really know much other ways to dig a hole in stone.
Magic?
That's not really digging. That's magic.
I believe Sabella told us they really only leave one watch person here, and that's it, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking they would have updated. Wouldn't you have upped security if one of your prisoners went missing and potentially get help?
Well, possible. Then again, they don't really seem to care. You'd think they'd be here by now.
Yeah, most certainly. Especially given that we've killed over a dozen of them by now. But this prisoner is yours.
Well, if we're not going to do anything with him, let's just leave him here and move along. We've other problems to fix.
Yes.
Ben is going to go over and cast sleep on him.
That seems like a much preferable alternative.
This way we don't have to worry about him escaping. He'll be out for a
Wow.
while.
So you're looking back up?
Yeah. I just need to remove rope from my inventory because I'm pretty sure we used mine.
Yep.
But I hope we don't need rope because last I checked, I was the only one with it.
Which cell do you throw him into?
One of the smaller ones.
Definitely not his own, just in case.
But maybe move the jug of water in there because I'm not a completely heartless person.
Okay.
Check the jug of water in case something's been hidden in it.
I empty out the jug of water and go fill it up from the water I made.
Oh, okay. There was nothing in it.
Okay.
Leave the extra food he got just outside the cell. Just to remind him.
Been chuckled.
I was planning on sharing that out with the other people. Unless they are wanting to do that.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. You should all eat all of the extra food in front of him before we leave.
Thank you. We're all rather hungry.
Make sure you keep your most observant on watch on him just in case. I feel like we've cleared out all his material components, but not everything requires hands and stuff.
The chances, I'll keep an eye on him.
Yes.
All right.
Let's start heading out.
All right. So you guys make your way back out. A couple of the villagers and Crag ask, are we leaving? Should we come with you? Are we going back to the village?
Well, ideally you're going back, but you might want to wait until we've cleared the way.
All right. We'll stay here.
They're certainly not going to be happy. The wardens.
Yes, if you have somebody near the front door here, I can get close enough to send you a message. Once we've
A
cleared
couple
the
of
way.
them are kind of looking at you. How can you?
The same
You guys
way
are
our
really-
friend there was going to do it.
It's magic, don't worry about it, just stay by the door.
Just one.
Crag's like, I'll help watch, and Kyla's like, me as well. Samuel just gives a gruff nod. Thomas sits down. Oh, all right, time to take a nap.
No. I do wonder what happened to the other two.
The other two, what?
Well, you did tell them to stay behind, and the older guy did seem to want to stay there.
Oh, right, those. Well, they seem to know another route, or they were guessing.
I don't think they ever said anything about another route. I'm pretty sure one wanted to come fight, the other wanted to stay there and carry on working so we didn't get told off. You guys seem to get into your own head about another route.
Yeah. Do we believe it's safe enough for...
We did tell them to wait there for us.
Yeah, do we believe it's safe enough to send one of these guys back? Collect them?
Well, there was only one way across at one point, which was a bridge which we broke, so... Perhaps?
Okay, perhaps not then.
You guys didn't break the bridge across to this tower?
No, the rope bridge right at the beginning, when we first entered the mine.
Oh, yeah.
We're referring to
Yeah.
that one.
The way out back through the pass.
Yeah.
They'd also have to pass by Izoni.
I just
Which
seem
is also true.
I just seem to recall when we found those two, the one was lifting the older man up into something, and then they stopped when they saw us.
No, one was just helping him up.
Oh.
They were
Was
in
it-
like a pit off of the main level where they were mining, and the younger one, what was his name?
Yeah, I was looking for them, but you removed them.
Hardin. He helped Hagar up because Hagar's pretty old.
Yeah.
Well, then here's to hoping they stopped, because Izoni, but then the fallen bridge would probably have stopped them. I hope.
Yeah, I also don't think they ever intended to leave. After all, I said the old guy was pretty keen on staying there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it willing or is it more afraid?
Afraid.
No, yes, he didn't want to cause any trouble. Just telling the younger one, just be content with what we have in the village.
And you know, Sibylla, you know Hardin he's very similar to you. He hates the way things are. He fights back and rebels and wants to do something about things. He gets in trouble a lot. He'll sneak off, but he also tries to look out for those that are sick or feeble in the mines.
Well, I'd say we're ready to go about this then. Bridge, somewhere around here.
The side, I believe, from where we came.
Yeah, it's just around to the left, Ben says.
Yes, but don't we need to go the other way?
That's it. Look, from what I can see, this place is lit by lava. I'm just gonna stand over here. It's a big circle. Yeah, we'll have to go down and around.
Well, it's very narrow over here. You could try and jump or be thrown if you wanted. Although this leads
Oh, I could
almost...
tell it.
I can see at least one golem over there.
Well, you probably can't actually see it. It's just the tokens on the board. Don't forget the
why don't-
obsidian columns blend in.
Yeah.
How would you normally get out? I'll turn around and say to Sabella.
So normally they take you along the twisting paths of the bridge, and there is a path in the top right. From here, it's forward. Across the lava flow, there's the winding old path. There's another bridge across. Yep. And then by the old pillars, just to the north, there's a stairway that leads up into the stairway twists and winds up, going much higher into the mountain's interior, and it eventually comes into a point where there is a large waterfall and a small supply room and cache where they keep things. You've never been able to go through the waterfall. You've always been warned not to go through there, and that's certain death, and they're always watching you, so you've never been able to sneak through and check it. But when you follow where the water runs in through the mountain, and take that a little more east and north, it eventually leads up and out of the mines. And you relay all of that.
It's a bit difficult to parse, but that's the general layout of the area.
What's over to the right?
To the right.
Yeah.
I believe
You
that's
guys
where
have never really been over there.
that's where I saw the smithy when I was flying, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That
And you guys
area,
looking
that
over there
area.
can. Sorry.
No, keep going.
I was saying, you guys looking across can see this large shop set up, and it's got big furnaces coming out the back and pipes. And it's built much sturdier and has a few of the pillars still around it. There's gems growing and crystals, just giant pillars of them that the building is kind of built through.
Well, it sounds like we're taking the long way around.
I say before we leave, we stop by that place. If it's a blacksmith, it's going to have materials.
True enough.
I would definitely like to go take a look in there. And I'm also kind of curious about this waterfall, which has been forbidden about going through. I mean, being told not to go somewhere, I very much want to go there.
Well, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And think about who's telling them it's deadly.
So, let's be off, shall we?
Yes.
Agreed.
Stay on guard because the lots of creatures in here seem to like popping out of nowhere.
Good point. Don't get too near the lava.
Leosite, you wouldn't be able to detect magic, would you?
Actually, yes, I can if you give me a moment or 10. So I have to ritually cast it.
Because golems and elementals give off magical signatures. I mean, we could take it slow. You don't have to sit still while ritual casting as long as you don't get hit.
All right. So you're using detect magic.
Yeah.
It's only got a 30-foot range.
Everything is there. There are chunks and little hot spots all over the place in this area. Just scattered every 10, 5 random little areas going out 30 feet around and down, even in the magma of magic.
Well, this place certainly is busy in the magical sense. I'm going to hazard whatever they're mining is magical because it's everywhere. More like deposits, really.
Helja, could you take one of the bits of ore out of that bag? Where is Helja? There she is.
She was wandering ahead. She's so excited in this place that she just can't contain herself.
Watch your step, please.
Helja, you're muted, by the way.
Sorry, I was eating cake, forgot to take it off. Yeah. Here's a piece. Hands it over.
It is glowing the same magical aura.
Yes, this is it. This must be what they're after down here.
What's the school, Frosty?
Enchantment.
Interesting.
Enchantment, or for enchantment. That's interesting thought.
Brainwashing ore. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It also probably be. Actually, it'd probably resonate all of the magics.
Ooh. Raw magic.
Yeah.
All right. I correct myself as I get a closer look at this. I'm seeing more and more and more. I think this has it all.
It's lighting up like a disco ball.
Indeed, whatever that is.
Make a... Let's see. What kind of check would this be? Let's say survival. Leosai, as you're kind of looking around. You could also probably use investigation, but disadvantage. That survival's great. Looking at kind of the pattern, the shape of the rock, the way all of this is formed, it looks like a long, long time ago, there was probably some kind of incredibly powerful magical impact at this site. And it sort of hit the earth and shattered into all of these pieces and broke a hole through, and the volcano and mountain range kind of rose up around that. And from the massive trauma to this area caused all of these mountains to form.
Well, wow. This is really quite something. I don't think it's exactly native to the area. More like it fell from
you
the
guys able to-
sky.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's not in known history of a meteor impact.
No.
But I'd say all this, all the magma, the volcano, the mountains, it all rose up around the impact.
That seems somewhat familiar to the dream where I had him rising with, or where I had yes. I can't speak today.
Well, if you weren't eating cake,
I'm not eating cake right now. I finished eating cake.
Oh, it seems
My
like
tongue just seems a bit big.
it's not native to here. Whatever it was, it looks as though it probably fell from the sky, made one hell of an impact, and well, volcanoes, mountains, so forth, all rose up from that.
Does that sound familiar to what I dreamed of? Teskak rising out.
Yes. In the very beginning of the vision, and
Yeah.
his when he was taking form.
I will relay that because I don't trust my tongue right now. I will relay. That sounds very familiar to what I dreamt. I'll be honest. Didn't remember falling, but I definitely remember standing up. From Deskak's point of view, standing up in this area, looking out over the mountains. So it does sound very familiar. Maybe it was when they first visited, remnants of when he first hit.
So they could be mining pieces of your deity from the
or his
earth.
magic.
Yeah,
I'd say more his blessings.
Aspects of his aura.
might be worth taking a
blessed-
bit with us.
He blessed this area.
We have 2 bits of it already.
Well, imagine
First
what Heldrick
time.
can do with this.
I'll take a look and see what I can do with it at some point. But
We need to keep going.
exactly.
I figure you guys are talking
Yes,
as
yes.
you're walking along.
Yeah.
/ giving Kuma piggybacks.
Yeah.
Only across the bridge. The one place I don't want to be standing on.
Yeah, you guys would be over on the other side by the dead gnolls.
Just glances over at the charred ones.
They hit and just owned with lightning, and the one that's frozen solid. I guess he's melted now.
Actually,
Alright,
that's
yeah,
a
you
thought.
guys-
Do we want to could just spend the time just shoving the bodies into the lava as we pass?
Yeah.
Just to hide them a bit more.
It's a good thought.
And Leosai, you can see the conjuration magical aura, very large, kind of following you through the lava.
Is it coming from this side? Is it the one I beat up before and ran away? Yep.
Ooh, we're being followed. Little friend in the magma. Right to my left.
I'm gonna cast Fire Shield. It's a perfectly good time to cast it because it lasts 10 minutes non-concentration. So, and obviously going with Chill Shield on that. So Kubo becomes surrounded in blue flames.
Shall I, coax him out?
If we can not deal with him, I'd prefer that.
It's either deal with him or he's going to deal with us when we're not paying attention.
That last bod. Actually, let's just keep moving, and if he you guys take the lead, and if he catches up, I'll hit him a few times.
He is following us, and it's going to get pretty
you guys,
narrow.
you guys take the lead. I'll follow up behind. You lot are more ranged than I am. Take the lead.
Fair enough, Helja.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I've got that Fire Shield now, so I'll be relatively close to Helja.
And he's on the move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I sense another one further ahead in the magma.
I doubt a fully strength one is going to hesitate to attack.
So either which way we go, we're going to be right alongside one.
Well, we've got two relatively tanky people. One takes the front, one takes the back. How about that?
Not an optimal choice. Makes sense.
Just trying to work out who's where.
Yeah.
They're practically right next to us. One's just ahead of us.
No, I'm trying to work out this one, Sabella. Who's the tanky person? Sabella's the other tanky person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dance over here then.
Like, I'm not really tanky. I
get
the HP.
and bring out the pickaxe ready to hit what approaches me.
You're also a paladin, which makes you an AC tank as well.
I only got AC of 16.
Oh god. You're the
And I currently count 100 marks, so I can't do Shield of Faith.
Well, then that's why you're going against the weakened one.
All right, so you guys are getting into your formation,
Yeah.
preparing for their attack.
I will. One more thing before it starts, because since we're clearly preparing, since I swapped out for Twin Spell, I'm going to spend my... I spent a spell slot to get a Sorcerer Point back, and I'm going to Twin Cast Dragon's Breath for Ice on myself, and Ben, so he can actually do something this fight. Because his Psychic spells are worthless.
Yeah. So you're giving him which spell? Dragon's Breath?
Dragon's Breath. 15-foot cone, cold. It'll be my DC, so DC 16 dex saves.
Okay.
And it is... I can't upcast it, so it is 3d6 cold damage.
Get into your formation, wherever you'd be standing.
I am.
That's the thing, I'm pretty sure that's... I'm trying to take this one head on when it comes along. So it has to walk past me to get to the others. So actually I think I'll move to more there-ish.
Yeah, I guess to be nearer to you. Since Ben doesn't want to get into a super fight, he can focus on the weakened one, Sabella.
Yep. All right. They're gonna come
So I
out
suggested Sibella moves
here.
up a bit more.
and here. And initiative.
That's a nice one.
Well, at least it wasn't a natural one.
All right.
Hey, you're gonna feel that, Dex.
Neosai, Ben, Kuma,
You dumb Dex,
Helga.
you live with it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, Leosai, you are up first as the magma elementals just rise up and flood onto the small area, trapping you guys between them.
Ooh my. Well, let's see here. First of all, well, not a lot I can do here at the moment, so I will cast Ray of Frost on the weakened one.
All right. Roll your to hit. 16 will not hit. It's the ray of frost like scorches across the ground across by it.
Oh damn! You'd think it's that big I could hit it. Well, I don't have much else I can do at the moment. Go ahead.
Kuma. As you get close to it, your pelt and velvety material starts to smoke, and the
My
ends.
chill shield would prevent that.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a reason I activated my fire shield / chill shield. So deck save, please. So it's going to take 18 cold damage because I believe they're vulnerable.
They are.
And then you know what? I'm gonna take this chance because I might be able to do more. Do they have reach of 10
They do.
or reach of 5? So I would have to step over here. Go ahead and attack.
All right.
I am going to let that hit.
As its arm slams into you with the magma across of it.
Okay,
10
so
bludgeoning and 6 fire.
the fire is both halved and doubled, so it stays a 6. So we could do double sets of mass. That's 2. I still had some temporary hit points left from the last fight. So it'd carry over to 58, and then 48, and it is going to take. Let me actually check how much damage this is. I don't have a thing for it, so I'm going to roll it this time around. Another 18 cold damage.
You can
Because when
hear
I'm-
the screeching, like the loud whistling screech as its magma starts to crack and harden, and the ice splitting.
And I'm not quite close enough, so I don't automatically. Wait, do I? Yeah, I don't automatically pass my concentration check, but I pass my concentration check.
All right, Sibella.
Damn it. Seems like a more better time than any to actually finish this thing off. So, bonus action, apply Honey's Mark on the one right in front of me, then attack twice.
Okay, it does look like it healed a bit in the lava.
But it's still been weakened.
Yeah. Roll your to hit.
That's supposed to be an advantage. Let me roll that.
Nice. Crit.
27 and 20.
Those both hit. All right.
That's 28 slashing in total.
It is bloodied.
Yep, and a turn.
All right. Magma Elemental's turn. The one in front of Bin and Sabella is going to turn and make 2 slam attacks against Sabella.
Bring it.
Those both hit.
Can we have Ben use cutting words on the second attack roll?
Yeah.
I think it's a D8 for his
Yep.
inspiration die. Come on, Ben.
And it's lagging.
Yeah, it's fine.
Does nothing.
Yep. All right. And then the second one does 13 bludgeoning and 2 fire. And you are caught on fire. The other magma elemental is going to make 2 attacks against Helja. Swinging its large magma arms.
That doesn't
I
hit.
don't believe those hit. All right.
Nope.
Ben's turn. Ben's going to get here and use the dragon breath. Can you cast that, Kuma?
Oh, sure. Only a 7 cold damage, so
14.
yep. That was really
The
bad.
magma elemental is bloodied. Not looking good. I'll mark the one that's bloodied. There you go. Helja, your turn.
Right then, I'm going to swing my pickaxe.
All right.
Just a nice slate roll. That's a 26 plus 1, so that's 27.
That definitely hits.
I'll get 9 damage. Pretty sure I only have the one attack. Actually, I've been bonus action. Pretty sure I've been doing 2 attacks each time, but I'm trying to remember how I was doing it.
Do you have an offhand?
No, I just think I was using a bonus action. That's a good
You're
point. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, 'cause you're not a
probably
war-
only making one attack. I'm probably just getting confused with a different game.
Yeah, because you're not a war priest, so you don't get that.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm just getting confused with a different game. Never mind. Ignore me.
Leosa, your turn.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray, but converted to cold. 2 of them at the non-bloodied one, the third one at the bloodied one.
All right. Roll it.
I think roll 27 if it.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh.
Oh, the others don't hit.
But that's a cold crit right there.
Yeah.
22 cold damage.
It is bloodied. It's both of the magma elementals are starting to harden and freeze up and turn to stone.
It's pick time, Helja.
Which one of these looks slightly weaker?
They're both pretty similar.
Okay. Well, if they're similar. I kind of wish I had. You know what? I'm sorry, Sabella, but I know you can take this a bit better than Ben can. I need that one and Sabella to both make the deck saves.
Or
You
the
have-
thing.
Yeah, you have your aura, so you should be fine. Maybe.
Excuse me, everybody.
So you only take the 4 cold damage, and it takes 16.
Yay.
Yeah, it is not looking good.
Damn, I was hoping it would go down. And I'm gonna do the thing I did before, though. This might kill it.
Okay, yep, it'll take its opportunity attack.
It
And
misses,
miss.
though.
What, are you banking on it actually hitting?
Huh? What was that?
Nothing.
All right. Sabella, your turn. You are on fire, so you are going to take D10 fire damage.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask, is my fire shield preventing that?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Sure, I'll spend the action to put it out.
All right. Magma Elemental's turn. It is going to follow Kuma, provoking an attack of opportunity.
We take those.
Sabella, you get an attack of opportunity.
Sabella, don't you have a reach weapon?
Oh, yeah. So it doesn't leave your threat range. All right. It's going to make 2 slam attacks against Kumatori.
Go ahead. That'll miss, that'll hit.
All right.
Hell, even with a shield. It will take, and I actually made something for this time. I have rolled so bad on damage so far.
All right.
Actually, I have to, you know how I be. It gets to roll a second attack with advantage because it was flanking.
Oh, yep.
So that's the first attack. That'll hit. I'm gonna take the hit even though I'm getting low. I'm still alive and it takes another 6 damage.
All right. So it's taking 8 plus 6 is
14.
14. It is definitely not looking good. It is mostly hardened to stone at this point. And then this one's going to move in and take 1.
That was a stupid idea. It no longer has flanking.
Well, it's going to take 1 against Helja and 1 against. Actually, it's going to take 1 against Kuma and 1 against Leosai.
Sadly, I won't be able to do the thing this time.
Yep. Kuma?
Ooh.
Oh.
Failure.
That's what
And
you get for
then
getting rid of your...
Leosai?
That is a miss.
All right.
Hey, trash damage, trash attack rolls. It's a fair trade.
All right. Ben is going to draw his short sword and swing it.
He still has the dragon's breath and he can aim it without hitting anybody.
Oh, I thought he only had 1 use of that.
No, you have it for a minute.
No, it's concentration. It's many times you can use it during the minute.
All right, yeah, he will definitely use that on the magma.
Wait, I gotta roll. I should be fine. I'm a friggin' sorcerer. So that passes the first one. And that passes the second one, just barely.
All right. Yep, cast the dragon's breath.
There's some reasonable damage.
Yeah, that's gonna freeze and crack and shatter the magma elemental as it just collapses and breaks apart. And Ben is going to use his bonus action to give a bardic inspiration to Helja.
Perfect. Right then. I'm going to try and try and get this into his backside. See if I can pry off pry out one of the rocks.
All right. You
I should have
slam
moved.
it
I
into the
should have moved
stone
around.
and
How much is the inspiration again?
D8.
Yep. I'm gonna use that. That's 15.
15.
That doesn't hit.
Oh
It's
well.
Hanging
And-
off of its stone.
Going to look at Kuma, and I'm going to silence him, and I'm going to call him an idiot in Dwarvish
Okay.
at first level. So that's 6 points of healing towards Kuma.
Wait, let me double check something. No, I don't know Dwarven.
All right. Leosa, your turn.
She's been calling it. That's how she casts healing words. She calls people an idiot.
So it's mostly turned to stone at this point, yes?
Yeah.
Alright, then I am going to hit it with some force damage. Magic missile. Hopefully just blast the thing to bits.
All right.
That one's easiest to just roll manually if you're targeting one creature.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
And,
It's still you're doing some damage to it.
Leosa should have taken some. No, she didn't get hit, did she? Never mind.
Nope. But at
Okay.
this point, you have been. Nope, you haven't been around it for 2 turns. But Helja has. So Helja, you are catching on fire. On your turn.
As a bonus, I'm gonna Misty Step over here behind Kuma.
Oh, okay.
You can't.
Oh wait, right? Yeah, I can't.
Sorry.
And I can't disengage, so that's it.
All right.
You'll be fine.
Kumatori.
Deck save. 26.
Ouch. It's starting to not look so good. About
Steel?
3/4 of its body is turned to stone and breaking off.
Does it seem to be falling apart as it's moving?
A little bit.
Don't have.
And anything else, Kuma?
No, because I don't have enough health to do the draw its fire thing.
Oh, okay. Sibella?
I will move
Yeah,
one spot to Sibella to
Gonna
take it.
begin trying to get the job done. Going extra quick right over here. Like nothing so far has really done enough damage to prompt a concentration save. And like if it's doing that much damage, I got bigger things to worry about.
Yeah.
3 attacks. Let's go.
Oh, that one's destroyed.
No, the other one right here.
Yeah. All right.
Reach.
Hit, miss, hit. So that is 14 and 8.
22 slashing.
Wow, she's a better paladin than Cavagno was.
That's Polar Master for you.
It is barely alive.
Like it's only gonna get stupid when I get haste and Great Weapon Master. End of turn.
All right. It is going to again make 2 slams on Leosai. been casting the ice spells at it.
Where
It
did the
can't reach
outside
you.
go?
I'm just right north of you.
Yeah.
That
By
is
the way,
a hit and a miss.
doesn't Sabella have Sentinel?
No,
He's
I'm
gonna
not.
use
I'm not
cutting
spec.
words.
I'm not specking for Sentinel. Even then, that's gonna be like a late game feat, anyways.
20 still hits. So 15 bludgeoning, 3 fire, and you are on fire.
I don't think he could have reduced it enough to. She doesn't have that much AC, as I recall.
Yeah, 18 with mage armor.
Yeah, almost enough. Alright, that's the Magma Elemental's turn. Ben's turn. Ben is going to cast...
It is. I did make a spot. You could just.
Alright, he is going to cast Healing Word at first
Yeah.
level on Kuma.
Yeah.
As Kuma looks the most hurt. For 7. And toss another Bardic Inspiration as his bonus action to Helja, since she's up next. Helja, your turn. Alright, you get into your flanking position.
You're muted, Helja.
That was annoying because I said something funny. But yeah, she's taking into account her arrows on the battlefield. She's going to move around to there because she's finally also figured out where his ass is, and now she's going to attack it
Alright,
with advantage.
that'll definitely hit, and that will kill it.
Yep.
As it breaks apart. And you guys find 2 more chunks of the unusual ore.
Could this be what's actually making them be animated?
You guys also gain... $720 experience. All right. It does seem like it.
Oh, doubtless it's involved. They're falling from the ceiling, and, well, they seem to be made of rock, but, well, golems. Oh, and by the way,
Helja, you're taking a D10 of fire damage, by the way, of 4, and then I assume you put yourself out after the fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I take 2.
And then Yosai will also take a D10. And
I was actually going to ask, since that was just lit, can I prestidigitation it out?
you would take the burning damage before you could prestidigitation it, and then prestidigitation it.
Okay.
Well, Frosty already rolled it. You took 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get some plate armor soon. At least get my highest mundane AC available.
Oh, you already rolled it. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm glad I used Fire Shield. That's got another, like, 10 minutes on it, basically.
Yeah, now I wish I took that instead of Phantasmal Killer. So, the other side sort of burns for a while, but then she just flicks her hand and then puts the fire out. It's just, Helja, I don't know how you stand that.
Did mention that this is kind of where my family came from, right?
I suppose, but still, I imagine your family didn't normally like being on fire.
You'll be surprised there's a couple of nut jobs amongst them. But
And
most
Ben's
of them,
going
yeah.
to. Sorry.
Yeah, most of them didn't like, personally, yes, didn't really like being on fire, but they did tend to put out quickly, like I did just then.
Ben's going to walk up to Sabella and say, sorry about that. Here, hope this helps. Casts healing word.
No, it's just it's completely fine. But thank you.
You're welcome. I just looked like Kuma needed a little bit more in that fight, but I've got your back.
Yeah, I still need quite a bit.
I'm running a little low. Mind if I save my last one?
Yeah, I'll hold on
I've
to that.
got another for you if you want it that badly.
Cough, cough, paladin, cough, cough, lay on hands, cough, cough. That's fine. I just won't be able to do that, recoil thing.
So, do we want to walk across this way, or try and jump back across like we did the last time? Helja, I might need you to throw me again.
I thought we were heading this way, weren't we?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I
Or was
don't-
it up this way where they told them not to go?
It's to the it's a different layer in.
Yeah, so
In the
let's carry on going this way. Because don't want to risk throwing people in.
Stay on guard.
I don't see any more in the magma yet.
So you guys are moving across. You eventually come to some bit of rubble of leftover buildings where this ledge has collapsed. And Leosai, with your detect magic, you would see the golem in the rubble.
Well, you might wait a bit, Helja. There's one of them in the rubble. One of the golems, not the elementals.
Alright then.
Blends in very nicely.
Alright,
You'd be a
again.
bit closer.
I was ready my pickaxe. And climb over the top. Start moving in, I guess.
No,
Whereabouts?
Or the golem's over here.
Right. Let's see, if we walk past you, you're gonna attack as long as we keep a distance. Because I'm more than happy to swing this pickaxe into your face if you come at me.
You're waving your pickaxe at it.
Yeah. So I'd like to walk past, but I'd also like to sort of hold my action to attack it. No, react if it goes to attack me.
All right. As you walk past it, the pickaxe that you got from the statue glows and it doesn't move.
Well, that's useful. I will take a look at the I'll pull out the pickaxe that I took from the forge then.
Well, if you're
Look at the other one, which I really am fond of, and put the one I'm fond of down. Be like, I'm gonna hold this a bit longer.
well, that's interesting. If your deity did fall here, then well, that would explain quite a bit.
Right. I'm gonna stand here. You guys walk past, just in case it's my proximity that's keeping it tame.
Is the golem radiating the same magic as the ore?
It is.
Yes.
It's very, very faint,
Sorry, am I buzzing?
Yeah.
like
And that
dust.
part wasn't very, very faint.
I mean the golem, like it's
Yeah.
got bits of the ore as dust inside of its body.
It's not like the pieces we've been picking up, not as concentrated, but it's there.
I'm not gonna look at.
What was that?
If it's a benefit to us, then I've got no problems.
Everyone squeezes by. On the other side, you can see one of the magma elementals in the lava, just kind of chilling.
There's another elemental, a bit to my left, more toward the rubble, or I should say the rock ahead of us.
I've got to warn you, I don't have any more to cast these, what I've been using so far.
And the Yosai points, Yosai points this way.
All right. You guys reach the point where it forks. You could go across left to the bridge and head northeast to get out of the mines, or go southeast and around to where the forge seems to be, the blacksmith.
I think we decided to go to the blacksmith, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys make your way around to the southeast. You can bring yourself around.
While we're walking, Kuma wants to look at Sabella. You're back in the prison. The others were talking about how you have some sort of magic. What kind of magic do you actually have? I've yet to see you really do anything.
Wrong figure.
I've yet had a reason to actually use it, but it's there. Like it's nowhere near as powerful what you lot were doing just now, but
Well,
it's been of use.
what does it normally do? Is it more like mine? Is it more like Biddens? More like Helja's?
It's a bit different. Like it's just one of those things. Like I've never really properly learned how to explain. It just happens.
Well, does it heal or does it hurt? Simple question.
I would like to think most of it heals, but
So good one.
but the small bit of magic I was using just now, well, let's just say my growing disdain for our rulers made it something more magic that hurts.
I think maybe we've been spotted because there's one on the other side of the bridge that's now heading toward the bridge.
Well, perhaps you'd be willing to use a little bit of that magic if it heals to heal me.
I see no harm in it.
I really should have stayed in the swamp.
You want to go back to the giant spider?
No,
Well,
absolutely not. Not at all. Never. Can we
No,
avoid
no,
that?
no. I was gonna say Leosa can go on her own. She's really
Just
nice.
add that 11 HP right there.
well, I've come this far. I'm hoping to find something worthwhile magically down here for all the burning. So what do we do? Let's see. Helga seems to have one of the golems under control. So there's just this elemental across the bridge.
As you guys are waiting and kind of trying to figure out what it's going to do, it just keeps going past the bridge.
Oh, it's continuing on. Patrolling or wandering, maybe? Who knows?
Perhaps there's another way around that you get a more advantageous attack on us.
Make a Arcana or Animal Handling.
I have been
Anybody.
so bad again.
All right. Leosai, you kind of been watching it. They mostly seem to react to things that come into their proximity. They don't really seem like they are naturally hunters or predators of any kind. They just kind of wander this area.
You know, they really only seem to do anything when we get near them. I don't really necessarily think they're aggressive, as in the hunting sense. They just attack when something gets close.
And the one that was following you and the one that joined to help it were most likely because you had harmed it. So it was.
Yes, it was just coincidence the other one followed us because we'd already, well, done quite a bit of harm. Apparently they can feel a sense of revenge.
No, elementals are not stupid, golems are. Meanwhile, I'm over here having some PTSD.
Yeah, you guys can see a very often in the bottom right corner. At first, it just looks like a pile of rocks with strange glowing crystals on its back. These fiery crystals that seem to radiate internally.
Oh Jesus, is that a crystal lizard?
It is, but as you're looking at it, you can see it's sort of shifting its gray, stony skin. Crawling is just kind of nested in the rubble, and the magma-infused fire magic crystals are growing out of it and covering its body.
I'd say, hey, Helja, that's a golem in front of her, right?
Yes.
Try, seeing as these things are reacting to you, try giving it a command to move.
Now there's a thought.
Helja, you muted again.
Yes, sure. Let's give it a go. Right. Just gonna tap it the one in front of me lightly. Would you mind moving over there by the bridge, please? Just stand there, attack any little laughy things that come near us.
Doesn't move.
Nope. You guys want to
Try-
walk past?
But we can't walk past.
Maybe it needs something.
Yeah, the stairs to the left of it.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it needs something simpler like attack, and just think of what you want to attack.
Well, or just, maybe it's not hostile. Maybe we could just say move.
I'll try and think about it moving out my way.
Nothing happens. Leosai and Kuma, you guys are familiar with magical items. Make an Arcana check.
Can I just give Leosa advantage on hers?
Sure.
Oh, I should have advantaged that.
Yeah. I've got proficiency, so I can't help act for it. Oh, reroll. Or did you already click reroll and it's just taking forever?
Actually, I forgot my proficiency bonus is doubled for that, so it might be enough anyway.
Yeah, that'd be enough anyways. A lot of magical items, especially really strong one, require a spiritual connection to it to channel their powers. And Helja never sat down and kind of connected to this weapon. She's just been carrying it around.
Helja, you need to focus on it.
Well,
Yes.
it didn't really occur to me at the time when we sat down with it. I was kind of a bit too tired and ready to go to sleep, and we haven't really had the opportunity since. So if you want to rest in here, I'm more than happy to give it a go, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it requires quite a while, doesn't it, that sort of thing?
Usually only an hour for most magic items, unless this one's different.
Well, we can try and chill in here for now if you guys are up for it. But
Yeah. Do you want the ring at the same time? You can do them both at the same time.
thought I did the ring.
No? I kept the ring because I can use Dragon's Breath with it.
Alright. Well, I'm more than happy for you to have the ring, I'll be honest. I don't tend to be using the big spells at the moment.
Well, it works for weapon attacks, and Dragon's Breath just counts as an attack, so that's why it works.
Wouldn't our new friend benefit from the ring?
Quite possibly.
No, she already uses a bonus action attack. The ring's useless if you.
Oh, that ring! I'm thinking of a different ring.
Yeah.
That's a valid point. I was thinking of the pearl. Yeah, so glad I will happily take down and sit down.
That would be
with
all
them.
3 of your attunement slots now.
I'm more than happy to sit down and take a look towards them if that's what you guys are okay with.
Yeah.
We'll have at it. I'm hoping, well, something interesting is ahead for me. Some incentive to have left the swamp. At this point, the spiders seeming like good times.
Kuma just points at the lizard on your shoulder.
Yeah, well, there is that. He is fabulous, you know.
But yeah, there is room to walk up the broken stairs up to.
Is this door open? Is it an archway?
It is closed. It's a stone door.
We do need to rest at this point. I'd say we're all a bit taxed.
I could definitely use a bit of a nap.
Good. I'm going to try pushing.
What's Kuma's strength?
11. It's not negative. Not positive.
Push in what?
Pushing on the door into the forge. Yeah, you're just sort of shuffling your feet as you can't quite move the stone door.
I also weigh like less than 10 pounds, so.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. Isn't the door here?
Yep.
I'll try to help. Just let me see if I can give you some leverage. I got proficiency in that skill.
Well, it's not a check. I think it's just if you have the strength for it.
Yeah. Helja, what's your strength?
20.
Yeah, you open it.
Just,
no problem.
just push it open gently.
The stone grinding against it, and you guys see abandoned, ruined forge and shop. There's shelves and stacks of stuff. You can see in the back there's a few broken down boxes. There's a desk in the center, like a counter. That's still has some gold and a couple pieces of platinum on top of the counter. You can see a lot of the objects have aged and deteriorated and just rusted and over time, but there are two. There's one longsword, one short sword, a breastplate, and chainmail that are all still intact, and they are made out of the ore material, and another sort of copperish, brassy-looking metal for the handle or trim on the chainmail and breastplate.
And should I do as Kuma suggests, an investigation to try and find special things here? Or is that it?
You can investigate, see if you can find more. That's just what you see still, like, hanging
Yeah.
on the racks and on the shelves.
I
That's
just-
not rusted and rotted away.
I look at my no armor proficiency and limited weapon proficiency and scoff.
Sibella, do you go into the shop?
See no reason not to.
And the outside's looking around, holding her staff ahead to provide some light.
So Leosai, with that investigation, you find underneath several of the boxes in the back, sort of buried underneath, like it was someone hadn't stocked everything. 2 greater healing potions and 2 normal healing potions.
Well, I think we're going to need these.
It looks like there was 6 of each, but most of them broke.
Well, we've got 4 intact vials. Looks like the others were crushed, unfortunately.
Typical. Just
Well-
just
Kuma seems to get into quite a bit of trouble. I would possibly suggest that he takes one of them.
Yes. And I was just remembering, we do have that other spear that's similar to all these other weapons.
All right. And Helja, you can see where you guys can all see the shop's kind of this round front to it, and it's got a hallway that heads back through the crystals. You actually see the crystals have kind of grown through the wall, and it bends to the right, and you can see a faint glow.
Well, desperate times and all. Does anyone mind if I take the short sword?
You can actually
Go
use that?
ahead.
Of course I can use it as it's an elven, you know, we learn these things.
I'm pretty sure that one's dwarven, but sure.
Well, yes, it's dwarven make, but I mean, you know, we learn.
It's-
Sounded with like
I guess it's a talent I lost all those years ago.
I'd like to go take a look for the glowy thing.
Elder, don't run off on your own.
All right.
Sorry, but it's just so exciting.
I don't know what to call it, Frosty, but I'm taking the short sword, whatever it is.
It's a +1 short sword. It's a Residium +1 short sword.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was all weapons and armor that I can't use, so...
Hey, what armor is in here?
A chainmail shirt and a breastplate made out of Residium. They're +1s.
I mean, do you want to spend 20 minutes changing armor?
What's the AC of a breastplate?
Nah, I
14.
would just end up with worse AC. I'm not
I'm
gonna
trying to
bother.
work out what is the AC of the breastplate. I'm trying to remember.
14.
14 plus dex, max 2. I would usually
Well,
just end up with a
Yeah, I'd lose.
The chainmail is still a +1 chainmail, so that's 17.
chainmail shirt though. That's 13 plus dex.
Is it heavy armor chainmail or medium armor chainmail?
It's the medium. It's a chain shirt.
So it's the garbage one. Got it.
Yeah, this armor is really just worse than what I have right now than my mundane option.
I thought you said chainmail itself. I'll check. God damn it! I'll check.
And yeah, and then there's a +1 longsword. That's
I mean,
for
like
using medium.
it's extra bad because those plus dex armors don't say they have a minimum dex they have a minimum bonus to dex, so like I would just be subtracting AC.
I'll say that it's a full set of chainmail. That's fine.
I honestly can't recall what effect Residium has on this.
It's +1.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I can actually make the use of that. I think.
Hell just got it in her bag.
All right, the spear.
Then it'll be much appreciated then.
Yep, I'll pass you the spear. Depending on the chainmail, if is people taking that.
I think it'd be better with Sabella because you already get bonuses.
I've already got chainmail, which is where I'm going. Anyone wants it, they should probably take it.
And I can also take it if nobody else can benefit.
Then I'd suggest you take it, because although I can benefit from it, I'm already pretty tanky myself.
Easier
Yeah,
easier decision then.
I can't use anything.
but I'll take the longsword.
Oh yeah, I guess he does have that one.
Perhaps we should take a moment to rest here while we're seeing nothing of immediate
Can one of
threat.
can one of you close the big stone door so nothing else can easily get in?
Every time Hal keeps trying to go take a look at the glowing thing, she keeps getting called back, so she's going to go shut her
Sabella
mouth
can do it.
rambling,
Sabella has the strength for it.
and then we'll start walking back again to go take a look at the glowing thing.
Yeah, Sabella can close the door, no problem.
Yeah, it's just a case of like
Okay.
they'll spend the 15 minutes just changing into the new armor.
I think the longsword is still just as useless for Ben because he doesn't have any strength and it's not a finesse weapon.
Oh, yeah. He's
Like,
better
it
with
lit-
crossbow.
Like like the one thing that I always found dumb, like rogues get longsword proficiency, but they literally got no features that can actually benefit from it.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
it's because of the classic dual wielding road. You get a longsword and then you get your sneak attack on the bonus action.
Yep.
Like then just use a rapier instead of a longsword.
Yeah. Oh, looks like a forge elder.
Yeah, you can see.
I mean, like, no, I was gonna go into rant. Just ignore me. Just keep going.
Okay. In the back, you can see that there's bellows hooked up to a large chamber tub, almost forged from the same stone that everything around here is built, but it's lined with the mysterious ore, and the lava comes up into it, and the bellows cranks and will heat the magma and give it more oxygen. And there's a very large anvil made from the material. There's piles of supplies and blacksmith tools and scattered random bits of gold and copper and iron and just tons of supplies just abandoned in the back of this building. And there's a quenching station.
Okay, I've got a very important question, Frosty, and this might subtract points from my like of you. What's in the quenching bucket?
Oil.
Okay, good. If you had said water, I would have gotten really mad. Lots of stuff here, Helga. You need any of it?
I've actually
Well-
worked in a forge, so
Yeah. Well, we did mention wanting some. I'm pretty sure one of us mentioned wanting some rings. At least I want some platinum rings. If there's any platinum lying around here, other than the coins on the desk, but I might be able to make some work out of those.
I will start sifting through the ore then to see what there is. A natural 20.
you'd find a few bits of platinum, not much.
Enough to make 2 or 4 rings.
Even
Like,
a small bit of platinum's worth a lot.
Like finger rings?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
She needs to make 2 platinum rings.
There's a couple of chunks of stone with gold ore still in it, and some raw iron. There's also ingots of iron and brass. There's an ingot of the strange ore.
But I wouldn't give for a fabrication scroll right now.
Well, Helga can actually do something
Yep.
during a short rest.
Sabella, what are you up to? As they're wandering in the back, you're up there with Leosai and Ben.
Just trying to find where it is, what I can do.
And like, there's really nothing else salvageable from here. That's what I'm getting.
Neosai's just...
Yeah, there's not much else in here.
Aside from the raw materials.
Yeah.
Neosai's just gonna settle down on the floor and take a breath. Get her book out. She looks
It's just
exhausted.
Isabella just simply tries to, find a good place to sit and just recollect her thoughts. Taking that short rest at its fullest.
Alright, yeah. Ben's gonna do the same.
That's what I can do. But if I'm here, I should be able to get started on the stuff like the rings without having to do the ritual. Because it's an actual forge.
I will also use arcane recovery here.
Okay.
But the thing about the ritual is it also lets you count as a short rest. If you're doing anything else, it's not considered a short
That's
rest.
the thing. Though I would like to spend 10 minutes. I'd like to do another. How's everyone looking everyone look like they're recovering okay from their rest?
Real quick,
More than fine.
Frosty.
Yes.
I need you to roll a d6 for Ben. That'll apply to everybody.
Alright,
Song
Song of Rest.
Song of Rest, that's right. Forgot about that. Still learning
never
his
mind.
character.
Yeah, probably haven't played that many bards, have you?
No, Bard is the one class I've never played.
That was my first 5th edition class. I like it.
And I think Ben would also do his. Is that a once per short resting his inspiring leader?
Inspiring Leader is... yeah, short rest. So he'll do another Inspiring Leader.
Which is actually stronger now. It should be.
Yeah, one more.
My god.
Yes.
2 minimums.
Everyone gains...
11.
It is... Oh, plus Prisma, yep.
I remember things. I'm just glad I keep track of everybody's characters.
Feels bad on that hit dice.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a smelter here in here as well?
Yes, on the right-hand side over here.
Okay. How much would I be able to make during if they have it in an hour if they're short resting and I weren't to rest?
You would not really be... I mean...
Because
You would not have time to melt down even the iron.
Residuum. Okay. I would like. Would I be able to make the 2 platinum coins? I mean, the 2 platinum rings.
Yeah, with your ritual, yeah.
Okay. With the
that would use up all the platinum.
Okay. Well, I'd quite like to make these rings, but I would like to make 2 rings for myself for a spell of mine for protection that would help me protect you guys. But with that, I can prioritize that dagger you were after, Kuma. But I'm afraid I can only do one or the other whilst we're resting. Which would you rather have?
Well, I was never after a dagger. I already have a magic dagger.
I thought you were after you mentioned having a residuum dagger the other a few sessions ago.
No.
Frosty, is there
Yes.
enough powder?
Make the rings then.
Is there enough powdered like silver and iron around here? Say 100 gold pieces worth.
There's definitely 100 gold pieces, over 100 gold pieces, probably about 500 gold pieces worth of iron, and about 200 golds worth of silver, and another 100 gold worth of gold ores.
I think you're gonna have to
but
dust
none of
it
it's
yourself.
dusted.
Yeah, we're gonna need to crush that for it to be of use to me.
And the platinum rings would just be fancy gold or fancy platinum rings worth money.
Well, that's literally all they have to be.
I'm after the spell components.
Yeah. If each ring is worth 50 gold, that's all you need.
They're each worth 100.
And that's perfect. That's the components for the spell. A pair of platinum rings worth at least 50 gold. I've used that spell a lot. It's a really good spell.
Oh wait.
Weapons, lights.
However, because you're using the ritual, you do get your short rest, but you do not get that channel to divinity back.
Yeah, that's fine. That sucks.
Channel Divinity was part of the short
healing.
rest, though.
That
Yeah.
healing. 2 1s and a 2.
Well, while we're resting without hopefully smashing our fingers, can Leosai maybe pick up a hammer here and try and work some of this stuff down into
Yeah.
dust?
Make an athletics check.
Oh yeah.
Or smithing tool proficiency.
Oh yeah, I got this one.
Are you proficient in smithing?
I think only one person is.
I come from a swamp. No.
Okay, so roll your athletics at disadvantage.
Oh
No, not disadvantage.
that's not disadvantaged. No, thank you, Kuma.
I see you with those noodly arms lifting this heavy hammer, and I'm like, I'm just gonna prevent you from breaking
Yeah.
your foot open.
Well,
No, it'd be the 19. So
Yeah. You're breaking off some of the stone from the ore, the leftover bits that are around it, but you're mostly just denting the ore.
all right. This is
And really just more of the silver and gold that's kind of denting in because it's softer. The iron's not doing anything.
all right, Kuma. This is really your area. I just need powder, honestly.
Look.
I don't.
Look,
Points at
we got a
her.
bag. We got a bag. If you need it, I can sort you out some next time we maybe tomorrow. I can sort you out with something if you're that desperate for it. I can't sort you out for you right now because I'm resting because once I'm done with this, I need to rest myself. But
Well, you see, this could possibly save our lives shortly. That's why I need the powder.
can't it? Well, I could probably make dust myself. That's
Yeah,
the thing because I do have the smith tools.
The ritual has to make an object, and dust doesn't count as an object.
Sibella, Ben says. Do you think the people of your village would be willing to leave if we could find a way out? Luigi?
Yeah.
Ben was asking Sibella if she thinks the people of her village might leave and come to the great city if they can find a way to make it safe.
The problem would be to actually make a safe way there.
Yeah. While we were traveling here, it's like, so I grew up in a place very similar to what it sounds like as the village, where everything is nice, or we have many cities and villages and towns, but there's all surrounded by this gigantic wall that they built forever ago. And I'd never been outside. I finally did leave on this crazy, insane journey, and the whole world around us is darkened and evil, trying to kill us. It's just cold and death. And I've been trying to think since we got here and met you, because we didn't think there was anybody outside the walls, much like you didn't think there was anybody outside the village. I've been trying to think how we can help your people and get them free.
As much as I would love. As much as I would love to get rid of our overbearing rulers, it's the logistics to worry about.
Can your village function without them?
They're the one that provides us with resources. In exchange, that we work for them in these horrid conditions.
Oh. I'm sure we'll think of something. I hate that your people have to live like this. It isn't right.
Trust me, I know that all too well.
Maybe I can inspire them to rise up and fight back or something.
It is supposed to be a healthy, or well, compared to the rest of the world, a rather healthy valley. There must be natural sources of food and water in somewhere.
Well, we have to find. Well, we have to find. Well, we'll have to find our ordinance for keeping it hidden away from us.
But speaking of, there's waterfall down here. They could just come down and get the water, depending on whether or not it actually is deadly.
Well, do have the other consideration that if the ones in charge are servants of the creature that's corrupting this the worlds, then surely the only reason why it's not corrupted is because they've asked for it not to be, and as soon as they're gone, then the protection of this valley would then go, and then the corruption would be able to invade.
Well, unless there's something else keeping things at bay, we are headed toward a mysterious something after all.
Is there any chance that it's this ore?
The ore? Well, it possesses all manner of magic, but on its own, it's not made to do anything specific.
It's also potentially divine.
Well, this is true. This is true. It may have been left behind when Helge's deity fell.
So then what happens to, if it's the ore, what happens to the village when they've mined exhausted the mine.
Could it be that the reason why they're exhausted, why they're getting the village to mine is to remove the protection that it's giving?
Could. But they could always sculpt it to create a barrier of sorts around the valley.
You know, Sabella, that no one in the village is allowed to possess or have any of this ore.
I don't remember seeing any of this nearby where we live. Nowhere near the mines, that is. Outside of it.
Well, then that's telling.
Agreed. Right.
Well, I'm feeling a bit better. I think I can press onward.
Indeed, me too.
I still don't have too much myself, but I can handle a fight. I guess we did learn that as long as we basically give the elementals some time to wander, they won't bother us.
That's
Which is really good to learn.
yes. It seemed to be the way of it. As long as we keep our distance, they don't really care.
Then let's try and stay as far away from them as possible. I'd rather not be lit on fire.
You're telling me.
Yeah. For once, Kuma, you and I both feel pain in the same way.
I feel twice as much of it. I can't cast that other spell again.
Oh.
Be happy you're not made of cloth.
Well, it's a shame to leave behind so much of your people's craftsmanship, but, well, it'd be rather heavy to carry out.
That is true. That is true, but if we think, but we know it's here. And if our theory is correct about this or protecting this place, then we can always come back.
Yes. And what we can do is when we eventually tell the people over in the prison that it's fine to start leaving, we can tell them to pick up some gear here.
Oh, good idea. They didn't all look flimsy.
A hard life of mining will probably do that to you.
I mean, even that old man we met, he may have been old, but he still seemed to have something to himself.
You guys finish your rest and begin to head out across the walkway.
You.
You manage to sidestep and avoid the elementals by waiting for them to kind of wander around. You do select everybody.
Opa.
You kind of follow Sabella's lead.
Ooh, what now? What do we have here?
This is the stairway up. As you walk up kind of into the hall, the stairs rise up in the mountain and go up this giant, winding, twisting stairway.
Oh, look, a stairway to heaven.
As it rises higher and higher out of the mine, you start to hear the laughing of the mine keepers. And do any of you speak Abyssal?
Nope, I don't think so.
I speak literally the opposite of that, celestial.
So you hear this really distorted, growly language talking to another creature that's yipping in a strange language. You recognize the Knoll language, you just don't know what's being said. They seem to be in a bit of an argument, and Sibella, you recognize that it is Azazar's voice.
Is this, well, is the waterfall up there or is it still down here?
Up higher,
Ooh.
past around where the voices are.
Well, I can't understand them. I don't have that particular spell prepared today.
What do you guys do?
That's the big bad, yes?
I have no idea.
It's the Sibella knows Lord Azazar's kind of the person that isn't the one that supposedly rules over all of it, but is kind of the person in charge of Ildami that shows up, collects the ore with his minions, enforces the punishments, dishes out supplies.
What is Lord Azazar?
Sibella would describe him as a red-skinned figure with two large black horns growing out of his head, long, sharp, pointy ears with yellowish orange eyes, and a long, forked tongue. His flesh is slightly scaly, and he wears black studded leather. He wears like a black scale mail outfit and has two scimitars made out of the material that was mined from the village, and has a long bow.
I think
as
that's
well
it.
as a spear. The longbow is also made from a similar material from this village and has the core of one of the magma elementals in it set into its center. And that's what Sibella knows about Lord Azazar.
Well, there's
Well,
nothing for it but to go up there, I suppose.
Is there some sort of check we could do based off of the description to determine what kind of creature he might be?
Leosai and Kuma could.
I'm assuming Arcana?
yeah.
Because I'm assuming some sort of fiend.
Yes, you guys would recognize the description as a fiend.
Well, it's just a description, we can't say a specific kind.
Yeah.
But definitely not the description of, say, a tiefling, but an actual one.
Yeah, a full-fledged fiend. You know, tieflings are kind of looked down on in the society, but yeah, full-fledged fiendish.
For Kuma and Leosai, tieflings weren't looked down on yet.
Oh yeah, that's true for you too.
And for the others, as far as I know, tieflings are extinct.
Well, he's not a tiefling. He looks a little bit on the, one side of the family.
Actually, would we at least be able to recognize the difference between abyssal and infernal? Because the different types of fiends both speak different languages. Because demons are abyssal, devils are infernal.
It'd be infernal. I got their language mixed up. 'Cause I do believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if he's a demon, then it's abyssal. If he's a devil, then it's infernal. Yeah. That was me studying them while we were working on Solomon.
I can't find what monster I based them off of.
Let's see. Big black horns, yellow eyes, where's Scalemal? Is he a Balor?
No, I showed everyone the picture of him.
I can't remember.
Well, we've been looking for this one way or another. We're going to have to deal with him.
None of us are good at sneaking, are we?
Nope.
I'm only good at sneaking when I'm not moving.
I'm not awful at it, but, well, not my best.
Oh, he's
Same here.
he's a Cambion.
Ooh. Well, it's not a pit fiend, so not the worst.
And yeah, Leosai, with your Arcana check, you would recognize it as a Cambion.
Cambion, fairly powerful. Well, I wonder where he came from. But it could be worse. Could be worse.
So are you guys just gonna charge in and try and ambush him in one outright?
Yeah. Cambion. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what I know about Cambions. They're one of the few that I haven't released it. Wait, aren't Cambions the ones that are almost tieflings but not quite?
Pretty
the
much
stage-
from what I know.
Yeah.
They're like the stage between. So they're not really devil or demon. They're like a hodgepodge.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I mean, I'll have to stand back because this is just a guess, just a theory, just a game theory. If his bow has one of those cores in it, probably hurts with flame. Would that be a good assumption, Sabella? Would you know?
It does.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah. Helga, that might actually be something to think about in the future. If we put those magma cores in weapons.
I do like your thinking there. That sounds like it could be quite fun. I'm sorry, that sounds like it could be very problematic for you. Very problematic for you.
As long as you don't hit me with it,
That's
I'll be
fun for me.
fine. And I won't be equipping it. I'm not going to take that risk. Well, maybe my crossbow. Less likely to, stab myself. Regardless, we're not going to be able to sneak. But what about an ambush?
Well, why not? There's no way around, so...
Will only work if he comes this way, I'd like to point out.
Have you forgotten what I'm capable of?
That's true. I think I've forgotten what you're capable of.
I have minor
been a
illusion
while.
and the actor feat, and I've heard Knowles screaming a lot.
Well, I'm more than happy to try and set up an ambush then if you think we'll be able to manage it.
If everybody wants to, I guess, ready in action, or if you want to call it a surprise round, I can use minor illusion and mimic the sound of like a dying knoll to make it sound like there's danger down here. Because let me just repost it so you see. I'm pretty sure I've heard enough gnolls
Yeah.
screaming in death and pain.
Yeah.
And guess who's proficient in deception? And is a sorcerer. So that'll be a 25 deception check.
Oh yeah, they're gonna fail that. They can't pass it. Okay.
So how do you want to play it? A surprise round or held actions? Doesn't matter to me.
You're gonna get the surprise on the gnolls. They are stupid. I'm just bringing them down. So they come running down the stairs. Actually, let's put you guys on the map. And what I will do is
Quick question: whose weapon isn't +1?
Right. I have a +1 dagger, but my crossbow isn't.
No, your crossbow is +1 for this fight. Or this I'd have done that last or during the long rest as well if I was attuning to the pickaxe.
You used your Forge Blessing?
Forge Blessing, that's the one.
okay. So who is in the? So this is a fairly tight space because you guys are in the winding stairway up.
Yeah, Kuma is keeping his distance, so he was close enough. I mean, minor illusion has a good enough range. Yeah.
I think Helja will be up front, or at least ready to get a decent attack on them.
Who's next? Sabella has reach. So probably Sabella.
I'll go second from front.
Okay. And then
I'd say probably Kuma, simply because combat-wise, he's of the last three, he's the best one in melee.
okay. And then Ben?
Yeah, probably Ben or Leo. I actually... Ben's a coward, though.
Yeah.
This is true. Leosai will go fourth.
I can't wait for the part of his character arc where he mans up.
Okay. So let's
Yes.
move to here.
Oh, jeez.
That. So there is a center to this stairway that's open, so you guys are in a ring and can kind of see up. It's going clockwise, higher.
Yeah, clock.
And everyone roll their initiative.
Yeah, boy.
I wish I could give advantage.
I wasn't clicked on myself. Damn it.
There's Mark, and it's like, gotta cast it again next round.
Well, no fireballs in here.
Well, Halja, at least your first one was better. So
Yeah, and everyone keeps rolling, so I'm not actually able to get 0.06. There we go. Every time it gets updated.
Yeah, it prevents you from updating your own.
And Ben will have given Helja a bardic inspiration.
Awesome.
And you did boost all of it back up to 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh my god, I'm going to be so goddamn bonus action heavy the next 2 rounds.
Alright. You hear some yipping and shouting as what is obviously a much bigger and definitely seems of the Knoll language more eloquent, as much as that's kind of an oxymoron. Barking out obvious directions. You can't tell what they are, but
So he's like,
and
bark, bark, woof, bark, 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 woof.
as one of the Knoll comes around right in front of Helja, and you can see
Hello.
one behind it.
Well, you see, they can have the slight issue the fact that there has been. Actually, do I want to do that?
I mean,
I kind of want to do that. I haven't prepared it. Never mind. I will cast. I will cast the war pick.
it's initiative.
Yeah. Oh, right. But I thought we were doing surprise. That's a fair point.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah,
surprised, but it still follows initiative order.
All right, yeah. So Kuma.
Do I want to see? Yeah, I'm going to be holding back, so I'm going to bonus action convert sorcery points, and then since I swap to it, I got rid. It's going to suck. I feel like this is going to suck in the future. I got rid of unerring spell, and now I can't re-roll things. I will twin cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Actually, nah, yeah, I'll do Witch Bolt. And this is a surprise round. Do you want me to roll? Will you stop? Try to click things. Okay, where is it? Static claimed. So, this will be the one on the left, and I'll just roll
That
the one on
one.
the right. Roll the one at the right at the same time.
All right. Yeah, that'll hit both.
I can only cast it at level 1, so that's left. And, oh, wow.
Dies.
Wait, what?
Lightning bolts through them, and they scream and stumble and fall off as the bodies just start slamming down the stairs.
They had, the other one only had 2 health?
They're
They
minions.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a waste of my only spell slot. Okay. Because that's my concentration spell. It's supposed to be doing a lot of damage over time. Okay.
Sibella? You can hear more coming. But you can't see them right now.
She's ready to attack. Just to see if they, once she sees it, any of them get close.
Oh, okay.
With the spear instead of halberd.
Moving up so that you can get ahead to try and see where they're at, you'd actually start to see the opening after about 20 feet. Do you want to go the extra 10 feet to get up and look out?
No.
Okay.
End of turn.
So here, put you here just so I can put in the guys as they come down. Ben's gonna ready his Leosai.
Yosai is going to move over here and turn.
I forgot to roll for the regular knolls.
Regular notes. I remember that from Critical Role.
Helja.
Alright. Make my way up around. I find it rather misleading as to which way I need to be going.
Clockwise is up. Do you make your way all the way up to the opening?
Nope, I just ready the pick to slam it into the first knoll that comes that I can see.
Okay, so you get right. Do you move past Sibella?
No.
Okay, so you're behind her. So I need you guys to stay here on this as you're moving up, just to represent the formation.
Okay.
All right. When Keeper Knoll comes running down, there's one behind. There's 3 more behind it. So Sabella is going to attack you.
Didn't Sabella have a held action?
Yes, she did.
Spear. Two-handed.
Okay. Roll your to hit. There it goes.
Eh.
That'll hit and kill it. Yep. Or actually,
Yes.
wait. Sorry.
No. It's set
Nope,
up
they
weird.
have higher AC.
Yeah, I was gonna say This is also set up weird. It's got the one-handed and two-handed in the same thing. So when it's two-handed, you want to look at the one on the right.
that's how versatile weapons are set up in the sheet.
Yeah, I usually have it as 2 separate ones.
All right. So that's gonna miss, and it is going to hit you with its spear. That is also two-handed, and miss.
No.
Yeah. The one behind it is going to throw its spear at you. Nope.
Hey, wasted actions are good.
The spear bounces and falls down the stairway, and the other one is going to attempt the same thing. Last spear is going to hit. For 4. All right. Hearing the folly and the fighting, he's going to use his action to give the one in front of you an extra attack. And it doesn't matter.
And it rolled the same thing it rolled the first time.
Kuma, your turn. You cannot see them fighting at this distance. You're a little too low.
Yeah, well, I can move. I have movement, so I could move past that to between Leosa and Helja, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know the magic upgrades I can get. Fiscal Weapon Master.
Okay. You can get up, high enough behind Helja to see the 3 of them.
I feel like Sabella can handle the one directly in front of her, so I'll target the one right after it.
Okay.
With my level up, I swapped out my cantrip. That was my one spell I could swap out. Because infestation wasn't working for me.
Kill it. Okay.
That's a chill touch, by the way.
Yeah, that kills it. It just coils up and starts to look desiccated and shrivels like a raisin as the body falls and just breaks as it hits the different bits of stair.
The toe beans of death.
This one dead.
I targeted the one behind it.
Yeah.
Then I'll just smack it because, like, they're gonna have to come to us if they want to be hurting us.
Yeah. Roll your to hit.
What is this?
Neither of those hit. Okay.
I'm gonna just switch back to halberd just to spite these rolls. Wait, the Bola Master. Bola Master. Fucking no. That's a 15.
Oh.
15.
15 hits and kills it. There's one more about 15 feet ahead right at the doorway. Ben can't see and isn't going to run past the Osai. He's going to wait till hold an action for the Osai's turn. The Osai, your turn.
The Osai actually cannot see anything from where she is. Can I move past well, everyone but Sabella and maybe get an angle here?
No, because you'd have to move almost 20 feet or 15 feet to catch up to Kuma, and then you'd be moving another 15 feet to end up in Sabella's space. And it's all occupied up to that point. So you can move up to Kuma, and you can see the last one at the doorway, barely. And Ben runs up behind you. That was his held action.
Well, map-wise, I cannot see it. I just see a thin sliver here. But
Or not that one. That one.
That one. No, Kuma, I don't. Let's see. I will hit it with. Let's try a firebolt here.
Okay. Misses, just scorching the rock next to it.
All right, in turn.
Helja?
I don't. I'm just going to use Sacred Flame on the knob because I can't see anything else to do. Really.
That kills it.
Yay!
Oh, that was the initiative one.
Whoops.
All right, so no more. After yours, you hear the same sort of loudish, bigger barking, and none of them keep coming in.
Hey, at least they're smart enough.
I'm somewhat disappointed that they smartened up, if you ask me.
Yes, it was rather easy. It couldn't stay that way forever.
That was too easy. I wasted my last bit of magic.
And then you hear the devilish infernal, and you're not sure what was going on, but it's fairly obvious that they are preparing for you to come up.
Ooh, I think we might now be in the reverse situation.
Well, we could actually still do the same thing in case you didn't know.
It is Kuma's turn.
Yeah, so let's see how this. I'm gonna see how this goes. I would like to, I guess, go up to the gap, but not through. And then minor illusion to put somebody in the doorway and set off all their attacks.
Yep. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 arrows fly through and one fiery arrow fly through.
You're all ready to go now.
Stabella?
It's hard to measure out the distance.
It's 15 feet to this square in front of you.
$15, $20.
This square. So.
Like, I don't see which one you're pointing out.
This one to theirs 15 feet, basically. And then you would see out the door. I wonder why it's not showing you the ping.
Yeah, and
Like it's because it's blocked off by the line of sight.
Yeah, now I can see it since you opened it.
Look, then I literally just cast divine. I literally just cast.
All right, so you run up to the doorway, and then cast what? Luigi, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Okay.
We didn't hear you.
Yeah,
I think
I
you
heard
cut out.
you moved the 15 feet to the door frame, and we're going to cast something, but then it cut out.
Like, yeah, no.
If you're able
Look,
to hear,
look, I'm casting aid on myself
Okay.
and. Right there.
Yeah, I think we're the only people close enough. Because I think it's like a 30-foot range.
yeah, that'd be Kuma and Helja.
So that bumps me up to 67, and I'll put it. 65.
Vin's gonna ready his action. Leosai?
Can she make it up the rest of the way to the stairs to see that far, or no?
Yeah. Or at this point with the curve, using your full movement because you're right up behind them, that'd be 5, 10, 15, 30. No. You'd get right up behind Helja and be blocked by the not being able to move past them and end in their space.
So like so?
Yep.
But can I see out?
No.
Okay.
Not at that height.
All right then. Hold action.
Okay. Helja, to get to Sabella for you is 20 feet. So to run here is 25 feet.
Okay. What's the range on that? 60 feet. This guy. Actually, that probably won't.
And standing.
He should still hopefully take damage.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Saying Sabella and Helja, now that you guys have really gotten up there and can see, the two creatures standing in the direct path are these little tiny, almost lizard dog looking things in ratty armor.
I don't.
This is going to be a gamble, but the crossbow that this guy's holding isn't made of metal.
The weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he's got a bow made of the strange material.
Yeah.
Or
I'm gonna
he's
make a gamble here, and I'm gonna cast heat metal on it.
Okay.
So if he takes, so it's 2d8 fire damage, and he needs to make a con save if he takes damage.
I'm gonna say because it's got the magma core set into it, it doesn't affect it.
Did say a gamble.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my action. And I mean, I'm going to step 5 feet back to let other people move in if they need to.
You can't because you'd be on Sabella.
It's a back, not forwards.
Yeah, Sabella's right behind you. You ran past Sabella into the hall.
But she's in front of me on my screen.
She's not supposed to be.
Refresh your page.
Okay. Then I'll take 5 feet forwards because I'm the tanky one.
Okay. He's gonna shove this guy out into the way. Kuma?
Since I'm right next to Sabella, it would be 10 to here, and then I could do 10 back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move 10 there. And, you know what? As far as I know, that's the big boss man over there. So,
Matches the description. And Sabella, yeah, you can see it's Lord Azazar.
Damn it.
I'm going to use my inspiration on that. I'll at least see what happens when I start chipping at him.
That will not hit.
Now I can see how this fight's gonna go.
Okay. Sabella, your turn.
Can I move into a space to attack, then move out?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no real space you can get to. You could try and squeeze next to Helja, but you'd be at disadvantage because you're squeezing into the small area next to her. But you could move forward the 5 feet so that you can attack and then run back past Kuma on your action because you have enough movement.
She doesn't currently have her reach weapon equipped.
Ah.
But you would lose your bonus action, but you can swap weapons.
Look, I'll just squeeze in there and attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
I have my reaction. I will nullify that disadvantage.
Okay. Roll your attack as you swing at the Minekeeper Knoll. That will not hit. That will hit and kill it.
15 feet?
No, you just move 5 feet. To move back would be another 5 feet.
No, it's a case of like I'm planning to go forward.
Oh, yeah, you've moved 5 feet forward.
Like 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah,
Over here?
I think he was just asking if it was considered squeezing past Helja.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna eat the Polar Master attack. Because why not?
Okay.
Is there a guy right there?
Fucking hell.
Unfortunately, it misses. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Sure. I'm somehow rolling worse with the +1 weapon.
Yeah. That will hit and kill it.
At least that'll eliminate something. End of turn.
Finn's gonna ready his action. Leosai, your turn.
Still heading up the stairway.
Now you're actually on the right track, so you can use the actual squares for movement.
Like so?
Yep.
Okay, then I am going to toss a fireball converted into cold right here.
Okay.
I've got some bad news.
That's gonna hit them all.
He may be immune to cold, but I bet the rest of them aren't.
I don't think he's strong enough to be immune to anything yet. but because I remembered something about tieflings that these guys might have.
Okay. DC 16.
And the one I wanted to hit gets a crit.
Fail, salt and nose fail, and pass.
Classic.
And 27 cold damage. That's gonna kill that one. That one.
You deleted the one that's tracking.
There's no more.
Okay.
That guy, and puts out their torches as they just freeze solid.
I think he takes damage, but he doesn't take a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, see, tieflings have a feat called Fiendish Resilience that's, I think, is based off of these guys.
Excuse me. And he is bloodied. Okay.
Well, at least it wipes out some of the small fry. Entered.
10, 15. He's gonna stay back there. And he can't quite see, so he's gonna give Leosai a bardic inspiration.
He would have had to do it on his actually.
Oh
on
yeah,
his
that was
turn.
his movement. Yeah. Helja, your turn.
10. Go there.
Okay. You see the larger knoll, and it's got much nicer leathers and furs on it.
Yeah, won't be nice with full of holes. Right, I forgot to make that a +1. Just going to do that now quickly. There we go. Whack. Is that a hit?
Yeah.
Right, what's the rule on that? Think I have to cast that beforehand as a bonus action, so never
Is
mind.
it a smite?
It is a smite.
Then yeah.
All right. -10.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. The next time you hit a creature.
Yeah.
So
Only
it's 10
paladins get the ones that are on hit.
The pack lord is not looking good. Kuma, your turn.
I think 5, 10, 15, 20. See, I've got the magic crossbow, but this would do more. It's easier to hit with this and it'll do more damage. So against Azazar, natural 20.
Nice.
19 necrotic damage. And he cannot heal. I doubt he counts as undead.
Nope.
Or does that one also have fiends? That might. Yeah, only undead. Okay, yeah. But he can't heal, so.
All right. Sibella, your turn.
Like I for some reason can't really see anything right now.
There's no light in the place.
Doesn't Heldra have something usually?
Ben usually puts up the orbs, but as soon as the fireball hit the kobolds that had the torches, they went out, and there's no light. So you are
well, we
fighting
have light, but
blind.
it's on Leosai. Leosai always has light on her staff.
I'm gonna put it on global illumination so you guys can see, but there is no light.
Cool. So I'll just take the dodge action
Okay.
right over here.
All right. Ben is going to cast dancing lights.
Yeah, once he realizes it's dark in here.
Yep.
Yeah, neither of these guys are on the Torn Order, so I have no idea what's going on.
It didn't roll Zazar's initiative. Why didn't it? All right. And there you go. All right. Turn off the global illumination. And then Ben will use his bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Sabella. And it's Leosai's turn. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And Leosa will move up here, and let's see. Gonna firebolt this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
That will miss, unfortunately.
it
It
rolls
sidesteps, dodging out of the way of your firebolt.
okay.
Helja?
Okay. As he's still up, I'm gonna step down this way. How's he looking, this Noel?
Pretty bad.
Bonus action smite, because why not?
Which one?
Searing.
Okay. Oh yeah,
It's
the
not-
one. I think that's the other one you get, isn't it?
Yeah. So bonus action Searing smite. Whack.
That definitely hits.
So
And that will kill it.
I used bonus action, but I can still walk up to this guy and smile.
All right. On his action, he is going to try and fly through the cave away. So Helja will get an attack of opportunity. He's realized he is losing.
Okay, I have to remove smite now. Whack.
That'll hit. Yeah. He's bloodied.
Get back here, you coward.
Yeah, he just zooms out of there with a dash with his wings.
It'd be a
Right.
shame if somebody had a spell with a range of 120 feet.
Well, I so happen to have several.
But we're in a cave, so
And it does twist and wind around. There's no direct 120. So we're gonna end combat.
No one has magic missile, do they?
the damn coward.
Well, yeah, they do. That's what I was saying.
I have
Yeah.
I have magic missile. Yes.
So actually, would there have been a chance to use magic missile whilst he was escaping?
You'd have to see him.
Hmm.
Leosai and Ben can't get to a place where they can
That's
see
fair.
him, even if they dashed,
That's fair.
before he gets completely off the map.
Well,
That's fair.
here's an important thing. Does Leosai have a third level spell slot?
Yes.
Somebody can fly.
But
She
does
has,
Leosai want to fly after Lord Azazar and get into a ranged fighting match with him as you're flying out of the cave, just the two of you?
Well, considering she challenged Izoni to one-on-one combat, possibly.
or she could do it to Kuma, who is also fairly capable against this guy.
Decide. I'll give you 10 seconds to decide.
Go
Because
for it.
basically, because I can basically be like, to catch up, I can hold my action to dash after she flies me.
Do
So
And
I'd
it.
catch
also
up
just be
immediately.
like, I've also got a ranged cantrip too, but it's only 60.
I will give the fly to Kuma.
Okay.
I know this is dangerous for me because of my fire vulnerability, but you know what? We'll take them
Rule
on.
of cool.
I was just gonna magic circle him inverted, but he ran away.
You can't. Have you looked at the casting time on Magic Circle?
It takes a while.
Takes a minute. Either a minute or 10, actually.
So Kuma, you'd get to fly before he got his next action.
Well, it would. I would be able to fly 60. Would 60 feet be enough to see him?
Move. You move where you're moving to.
I saw what direction he flew off in, so you need to point direction for me because I don't know
You
actually.
went through here.
So my spy speed would be 35. That's 35 feet. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then I guess I'll have to do a perception check. My terrible perception. 12. Yay, I'll just fly off randomly and... Well, I see a bridge there. The bridge would be the way out, in my
Yeah.
best guess. So... 60. That's as far as I can get.
Can you
Wait,
see
so
him?
he flew more than 120 feet?
He flew 120 feet.
Then I should be able to
Jeez.
see him.
He
I don't see him.
dashed.
Yeah, I flew 120 feet as well, and I don't see him, so he's apparently invisible. Game over.
Oh, no. I got my measurement wrong. He'd be here.
Okay, well, that was my action, so...
Yep.
And I have no spell slots to convert sorcery points or anything, so that's it.
Okay. You guys, let's re-roll your initiative because theoretically you guys could run and catch up.
Damn it.
Of course he goes before me.
Hey,
Ben, why didn't you give me the inspiration?
He will fire an arrow at Kuma. Actually, seeing what you are and that you're in range, fire ray.
Yay, time to die. Yep, instant kill. I already know this is... Oh, okay, 28 damage, there we go, yeah. So 11, what's 28 minus 11? 17. So that's 30, 42. Yep, yep.
1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
I mean, he can't dash anymore, so
60. He is just about to leave the cave. Sabella.
No, I only got measly 60 feet just to run that much, so.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna give chase.
I am going to get.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you. It was a little hard to.
It's hard. It's like I'm not gonna catch up. It's the problem, and I also can't see for shit.
Okay.
It's 30 feet. I need to actually be able to see the next 30 feet in order to actually move there.
Yeah. You could move half. I'll turn the global illumination. You can move half that in a dash, so another 15 feet, sort of feeling your way around in the dark.
$15, sure. There, place myself there.
Okay. Helja?
Yeah, just gonna start running off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
it's a good thing you have squat
30.
nimbleness, right?
Yep, 30, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 on the bridge.
Okay. Kuma?
5, 30, 40.
Actually, I should have said that beforehand. No. Can I bonus action healing word Kuma at 2nd level?
Yeah.
So, healing word, where is it? So, that was a pooling, so that's just 8 hit points, I'm afraid, Kuma.
That's fine. 45. And then up the stairs is 15 and
And you can see out of the cave.
yeah, well, I've only got one spell. And it's gonna miss.
It hits.
60. Paul.
Barely hits, but it hits, yeah. Okay. -6. Yeah, he's bloodied still.
And he has
So,
no way of healing, because that
Yep.
that nullifies all healing.
Yosai.
I heard you. I'm just thinking here.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15.
Dash Misty Step.
That's what I was thinking about. 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 45.
Those guys were very lucky I didn't have a lightning bolt
60.
anymore. I would have destroyed all of them.
So she dashes to here, and I can't see him, so
Where are you moving to, Yosai?
where I am right now.
Well, I'll just do Ben while you're doing your movement.
Oh, my movement's already done. I am where I should be.
Okay.
But I was gonna Misty Step, but I can't see him.
Zazar is going to fly out of the... And he's going to actually fire another ray at Kuma.
Get another natural 20.
Misses. A fiery beam just scorches off the wall and he flies 60 feet out of the cave. So you guys are going to end up on a different map.
Only Kuma's gonna end up on the other map, though.
See, now I'm just imagining this anime where it's a demon and a teddy bear just flying through the air.
I mean, it's pretty much
One
what's
shoot-
happening.
One's shooting beams of fire, and then the other one is shooting paws. It's like, what's his name? What's the guy from One Piece that does the thing with the big paw bubbles?
Good question. I have no clue.
Okay. And Kuma, where's Kuma? There you are. Okay. And Sabella, your turn.
His name is
Given that I really can't see where I'm going, that's only like 30 feet total movement, and I probably
Um,
into the water.
Now that you're around the corner and get past that little lip, you can see light coming from over here, which is lighting the area and kind of rippling off of the water.
How fast is this water moving?
Not very fast. It's just coming in through the cracks of the glaciers in the mountains and the small cracks in the hills. It's a fairly slow kind of roll.
Is that water behind me the waterfall, or is it just a lake?
And then up over here trying to find the way there. I probably end up in the water.
The water would be fine. You can just walk across it. It's not very deep.
End up right here. Let me measure it.
Okay.
Right over here, end of turn.
All right. And this is the way out of the cave. Helja, and the waterfall you passed was up in the other room. Behind you.
I'm very curious what's down that side passage, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There we go, just dashing there. It's literally just
Cool.
dashing until I can get out.
I kind of want to know what's so deadly about the waterfall. It's right there.
Yeah, Sabella, you're like, I can walk through this water? Why the hell were they always telling us not to go in it? Kuma, it's your turn.
Yeah, it took me a second to figure out where I was on the map. I was reading something. 30. Oh, he didn't even fly that far away. I can actually. Oh no, I wouldn't get right in his face immediately, obviously. I would make my ranged attack first. Ooh, that was good damage.
All right.
And then I would get in his face, and I've got a dagger. So if anything, I can at least make an opportunity attack at. That'll probably miss because it's a low hit.
Okay.
And to be
Then
clear,
Leosai.
the water behind me is the supposedly deadly waterfall.
Yeah.
But I can still hear them fighting up there.
At this point, no.
Okay, I'm going to go back and investigate the waterfall.
All right. Investigating the waterfall is going to take you a little bit of time. Ben will join you. And give you advantage on your investigation check.
Okay.
And then, Sabella, it's your turn.
Keep dashing.
Okay.
Feet right there. What if 50, 55, 60 feet. End of turn.
Okay. That.
Trying her best to catch up, even though she's slower than all the others.
And Helja, your turn.
Again, just gonna carry on making fine. Just keep on making my way out.
Okay. Alright, that point. Okay. It's his turn. And he actually... yeah. Alright. Get you guys onto the map. Okay. It is his turn. He'll take the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And as soon as he's out of his rounds, he's going to try and Burning Ray you again. The 13 will not hit.
Yeah, no. That will barely hit. So 16.
Edge had the temp HP, huh?
I already took that out.
All right.
It's just that act as a buffer.
Kuma, your turn.
Well, he's still in the range of mine, too, so... Gotta keep getting in his face, though.
No, not you.
Okay.
That is I've rolled so many 10s, which is all 2s. I've been so close to natural 1s this entire...
Sabella, your turn.
Can I actually see Lord Azazar for me?
Yeah.
Toll the Dead.
Okay.
You're not getting away. 13 to the right. God damn it.
All right. Helja?
Sorry, saying goodnight. I'm going to assume 5, 20. And it's really hard to see the squares down here. Start running up that way. So that's 35. There we go. Just run to there. And that was using my action to dash. So yeah.
Investigating. Azazar's turn. All right. He is going to... He knows you're vulnerable to it, so... Take the opportunity attack. And start flying up over the mountain. That'll miss.
Yep.
And Fire Ray. Oh.
No. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. His birthday is just blasting randomly. Kuma?
Maybe I'll hit with something eventually. Let's see. There we go.
That hits.
Only 9 though. See in his face.
Okay, as you're rising up over the mountain as well, because it's going back over, you see you're starting to head back towards over this ridge is heading back towards the swamp and the keep and everything like that. Okay.
I think I'm technically just within range of Helge's ranged spells,
Yep.
so...
Sabella?
It's out of range of Toll the Dead anyway, so I'm just gonna try to keep up on the ground.
Okay. It starts to get difficult terrain, and you're gonna fall farther and farther behind at this point.
When does it start getting difficult terrain?
Like immediately as you start to climb up these rocks that they're flying over.
Then movements here, end of turn.
Okay. Helja?
Just trying to see what proper range things I have on me other than that one.
Man, if only our cleric had guiding bolt.
I know. But I've got another spell which I'm questioning how it's ended up on my spell sheet currently. And I've got that currently marked as I've got that. I have no clue why. Is it? So you said it's half movement along this area? Yeah.
No.
10, 15. Because I'll go to there. And
I'm saying starting to climb the mountain up in this area is when it starts to get difficult.
yeah, way ranged one, which would give us a bit more time to prepare, but it wouldn't do. I don't see how much it would do other than stall.
Frosty.
Do you know what?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast blindness on him.
Blindness? Okay.
Yeah. So it's a con save, please.
Con save.
And that's gonna pass.
Yep. And then he, on his turn, is going to take the attack of opportunity and do 120 feet going over the ridge. Getting just up to the top of the ridge above the mine.
Just a second. There it is.
Frosty, for viewer purposes, is there any way I can be made able to see this?
Yeah. Let me drag you out to everyone onto the. There you go.
Thank you. Now I got it.
No problem. Yep. You're missing, and you gave. Did you do that's the attack of opportunity. It's your turn, Kuma, as he's 120 feet away.
I'm not.
Yeah, well,
I'm not actually there. I'm just.
yeah, I know. Oh, that's the range of my spell. Let's see, natural 20. God, That is a terrible crit.
He is not looking good. Sabella?
I swear to God, if he's at 1 HP.
I wish.
But after this, I can't catch up, so.
I wish I were there, because I got a few things I could do to him.
Leosai didn't give chase.
Yeah, she gave it to Kuma. Who, to be fair, has done very well.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. You've almost killed him.
Yeah, he's probably on 1 HP because I hit, but I rolled the
But
worst.
Sabella,
damage.
what are you doing?
I can't do anything. I'm just trying to climb up this fucking mountain.
So you're friggin' climbing the mountain going, God damn it, you're gonna get away. Ah! Heljo, what are you doing?
That's the thing. He's getting away. There is really not much I can do beyond casting one of my third level spell and going mass healing word on Kuma and I.
Okay. And then on his turn,
Whoops, I put it twice.
he's gonna dash.
Actually,
He's now
even
180 feet away.
yeah, I'm gonna let her roll the healing first.
Just 6 creases choice. Oh, I shouldn't have done mass healing word. I should have just done normal one. But oh well.
Too late.
Yeah. At least it's plus 3 because my Christmas shit 7 wisdom shit.
So I can get one more off because the range of the spell is 120 because I can fly 60.
Yeah.
It's gonna miss. Yep.
Yep.
Misses by 1, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. So,
Game over because I rolled like shit.
Lord Azazar is going to get away at this point because he does another dash.
I quit.
You should have just been going
Since
for
he got
opportunity
away.
attacks.
Since he got away, how much health was he on?
Ted?
I want to just roll this damage real quick. Okay, I wouldn't have killed him anyways.
And, well, since Ben and I are actually back at the waterfall, did we find anything?
Yeah, as you're investigating, you can see that there's a whole chamber beyond the waterfall. But as you start to enter into it, you hear very large creature breathing very heavily and snoring with deep rumbling.
Okay, maybe it is deadly.
All right. So you're kind of like, oh, it's probably deadly here. But it's like, yeah, I don't want to find out what that is. Let's go meet up with the rest of them. And you guys come out, and I assume Kuma, you doubled back.
Is there a volcano I can jump into?
Well,
He doesn't want to talk to the party after failing that miserably.
There, you could see the village from your height in the about 2 miles up, and probably about a day's walk. Beyond that, you can see the large peak rising, and to the highest point of this mountain range, and you can see the steam and smoke coming off of the volcano's caldera, and some ruins just faintly, barely you can barely make it out, but there's a couple of pillars.
I don't think he sees anything because he's not paying attention.
Okay.
Leosai catches up and she says, well, I hope things went better with Azazar because it turns out the volcano, or rather the waterfall, isn't deadly, but the thing behind it might be.
And Sabella, you know your village is just about 2 miles out from here.
The village isn't far from here. like, who knows what Cesar is gonna try to do now.
Well, there's something very large behind the waterfall. There's a chamber, but it sounds like it's asleep, maybe? Oh, who knows? In my age, we would have guessed a dragon.
If it's a dragon, I say we stay away.
Not completely sure what's there.
Kumar, you alright? You're normally more, you know, insulting?
He doesn't respond.
Oh, well, I understand then. Well, we might want to go down before he burns the village, maybe? Don't tell me I'm the leader now, because if I am, you're all in some trouble.
He wasn't flying towards the village, though, was he?
No, he was flying back towards the swamp and the keep, which is going to take him a while. You guys were wandering through the pass. I mean, he'll have a shorter time because he's flying over the mountain, but it'll still take him a bit.
We also have but it does give us a clear shot to get to the village
That's true.
if he's going that way, and we'll be able to catch him on his return. Hopefully.
The thing is, he probably return with a lot of help.
Then we just have to make sure that the village is ready for them.
Well, this is true. Oh, but that reminds me, we need to go back and tell the villagers they can, you know, make it out now.
All right, so you guys make your way down. You go, you collect all the villagers and lead them out, and you all start to make your way through the mountains to Ildami.
I'm just gonna roll one thing real quick.
It's
Who's gonna stop at the waterfall?
yeah, it's killing my character to not know what's behind it.
Yeah. Notice that was a wisdom save against his bad mood. He's gonna stop at the waterfall.
Okay.
I'd stop with him.
So you think that perchance there's a dragon behind here?
Well, something very large, and well, you don't have to try hard to hear the noise. I think it's sleeping, but who knows?
And you didn't.
Ben's like, do you want me to take the villagers back?
You might want to.
It's for the best.
I will stand by the entrance of the waterfall with them, but I won't. But if you guys are wanting to go deal with that, well, if it's asleep, then I'll stay here and just holler if you need me.
Can the Osai maybe get a small rock and cast light on it and just chuck it through the waterfall?
I would catch it with Mage Hand before he could just throw it in there.
Well, yeah, that's right. But
Is Sabella gonna be standing by the waterfall with them?
Like, if they went back there, then yes.
Okay. I move you guys to.
I'm not gonna let you throw a rock at a dragon.
Back here.
well, you know, swamp tactics and all.
This isn't the swamp.
It's a miracle you're still alive.
This is why I have you. It's, you know.
I just wanted to say, before I got so rudely interrupted, if this is a dragon behind here, did nobody stop to think about the fact that we're blessed by dragons?
Well, maybe it will help.
That, and it also depends on the color of the dragon from the stories I remember.
What's this about blessed by dragons?
Points at his eye.
Oh, is that it? I thought it was the deific thing. Well, well, you can mage hand
Gods and dragons, they're all involved.
you can mage hand the pebble through. It's lit.
I don't need light.
Now then, go for it, dear. You're a hero.
Let's see, I'm made of stuffing, and it's a waterfall. Can one of the strong people push me through?
Just picks up and shoves through.
All right. Let me put you guys on the map.
And I have to put Ignis under my cloak.
I would get soaked though, so.
Okay.
Ignis, tell Ignis. Actually, you can desummon Ignis and resummon.
This is true. That's true.
Okay. So is everybody going through the waterfall?
Yes, Leo. So
Pretty much. Yep.
I think, except Helga said she was going to stand at the entrance, so.
I mean, if I was guessing, I could go through the waterfall and not move any closer because the waterfall would still cover the sound of me standing there.
Oh, okay.
But I won't. I'll go through the waterfall, but stay at the waterfall and not push in further, basically. Because clunk, 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 clunk.
The breathing sound is echoing through the chamber from this direction, from your northeast.
Well, I'm a squelch forward then with my soggy feet.
looks like a bridge.
There's a ladder going way up. You can't see how high it goes.
Helga, I mean, if you want to do something while we're busy. If you're close enough to the waterfall, it would muffle the sound still.
Yep, I'll take a nosy up here then.
Okay, it's going to take you a bit to climb up that ladder.
That's fair. I'll nosy up it though. All the
Okay.
same.
And if something happens, you have enough health and durability to just jump. Hopefully.
All right.
I wonder why. There's something, Frosty. There's something about this map. I don't know why. It's just really familiar for some reason. I feel like I sense the presence of a very large undead creature, but I don't. Oh no. I highly doubt it.
Are you moving with them?
And I have to. Gotta be somebody that'll protect.
Okay.
So, yeah, sticking by.
The
Keep
breathing
an
is
eye
getting
out.
much louder. There's a deep grumble. And as it breathes, you can see ripples come across the water.
Okay, before we proceed, I have two questions. One, can anybody actually talk to dragons? Two, if you can't, can you cast a spell that lets you?
Well, yes, I could cast a spell to understand.
Right. I don't think that'll work. Well,
No, it would if it speaks the literal meaning of any spoken language.
yeah, but if it can't understand you...
Well, it's a dragon. If it can't speak common, it's rather dull. Or elven or sylvan. It must be some common language here.
Well, it's given that everybody, as far as we know, to these people, dragons have been gone for 1,000 years. And even before then, they were barely a thing. So who knows?
Worth a try?
Yeah, let's just keep going.
1 second to put the light down.
Neosai goes through the motions of casting comprehend languages, just on the off chance.
Okay. All right. So, Kuma, you are walking up and around, and you guys are following. But as you enter, you just see water kind of filling. There's a ton of water. You can hear it dripping from the ceiling and see all the stalagmites hanging down. The chamber opens up and begins to get really large, but you can't quite see deep down in. There's a beam of light poking through in the distance, and you can see piles of gold and jewels, treasure objects, and just glintering in the light.
Leo's here. I'll start moving forward again.
And the breathing is much louder. As you begin to get closer, you start to see what looked like a big pile of treasure at first is a very large gray and brown dragon. Its wings tucked in. It's sleeping, and it looks small for what you've heard dragons are supposed to be.
Can I do a check on the color?
And any kind of knowledge from my age, maybe?
Make a animal handling.
Oh, good. Something I'm not proficient in.
Now,
I have a
what do
terrible
we have
time.
here?
Somehow got a 19.
Me too, or something else?
You too, yeah. Leo say.
Huh.
And Sibella, make an insight check.
Meh.
Okay, so you, as you're coming in and seeing the shape and the dragon, you do recall seeing the very large wings spread over the city a few times. You always thought it was probably Lord Azazar's mount, because his minions, the kobolds, ride little drakes. So you just assume the person in charge rode the big one. But now that you're hearing it and kind of seeing it more up close and personal, you're realizing that this is not like any of the drakes that you ever saw, the things riding.
This seems near impossible.
Well, think of it this way, and Leosai's being very quiet.
Make a stealth check.
Oh,
This is why the message cantrip exists.
I don't have it.
I thought it was part of your mark.
So as you're
Oh,
talking,
Is it?
and the dragon starts to shift.
Actually, Kuma's right. Message is the cantrip on my mark. Oh, damn it.
I mean, you can only cast it once, but still. I would use message to tell everybody to be quiet. Because that's not my mark spell, I can cast it as many times as I want. And then I would message Sibella.
And Kuma,
Oh,
you haven't heard stories about this coloration. You can see bits of red on its scales, but it's mostly brown and gray.
Does it seem corrupted?
No, it just looks like it blends in with the cave. If it hadn't been on the treasure and had been near the rock, you wouldn't have noticed it.
Yeah. He's got to use message to tell Sutrella to do what he has hell to do. Pick him up and chuck him in that direction. So that he could slow fall drift across the water.
Yes, I could start talking, but I can't even
Well,
suggest it.
Sabella, are you going to throw Kuma?
If you so insist.
The bard's not here, you gotta let your sorcerer do the talking.
Do you just want me to hold you out, or?
Message to Yeet. Yeet for distance.
It's your funeral.
You can
Can
throw.
I just throw how far?
Make an athletics check, but you could probably throw as far as you'd want.
Wow.
You could throw about 30 feet. Kuma's pretty light. You're pretty strong.
If he's gonna fall in the water, can I catch him with Mage Hand?
Throw me.
I weigh more than Mage Hand can hold.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Kuma,
Second, 30 feet. But with slow fall, I can drift another 30 while falling. Because for slow fall, you can drift half the distance down. There you go. So I could actually get to this island here.
are you gonna land on the dragon?
Let's see, where was that? 3 feet. He can vaguely control himself in the air. He can land up just at the edge of the island.
Right by its tail.
Yeah, it's the only place that's dry.
In its sort of its slumber and feeling the rustling as you land, its tail just wraps around you like a teddy bear and pulls you in towards its body.
Well,
It feels like hell, yeah.
Yeah, by instinct I'd go inconspicuous.
Okay.
Does it just continue sleeping?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna see if anybody else does anything. Otherwise, it's probably just gonna be me and the dragon for a while.
What are Sabella and Leosai doing?
The Osai is gonna try and continue moving forward. Looks like I've got some stepping stones here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to stealth or just go?
You'll need to make a stealth not to make sound as you're jumping onto the stepping stones. Because they wobble. Oh, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. She's carrying a big bright staff. Would that mean anything right now?
What do you mean? And Sabella, what are you doing?
She has light cast on her staff.
It depends, because the radius isn't all the way over to the island.
The dim light is.
Sabella, what are you doing? Sabella?
Sorry, sister's talking to me. I don't think he was trying to get closer because, like, I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
As the light starts to get closer to it, it starts to shift and kind of grumble, and its eyes reflexively squint.
No, I can see Leosai. She is in range. I'm going to send a message to her to get rid of the light. I know you have dark vision. Put out the
You
light.
would know Sabella doesn't.
Sabella, I can also see that Sabella's not moving.
Okay.
I can reply, can I not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can reply to this message.
All right, then the Osai replies, right now you're about one claw pinch away from being torn to bits. Eventually we're going to have to talk to the thing.
I'm gonna send another message. Yes, I get that, but in the eyes of a dragon, I'm less of a threat because I'm just a big cuddly toy. You're a witch. Put out the light. Sabella's not moving. I don't think she needs it right now. I will warn her.
I'll remember you used witched in the derogatory, and then she puts out the light.
And I would warn Sabella that it's gonna be dark for a little bit. Atlanta will cast a message on the dragon.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm gonna say, do you understand me?
The dragon growls. The whole area rumbles, and there's a bunch of ripples in the water as it stretches like a cat waking up, its claws crunching into the stone beneath it, leaving deep claw marks, pulling and kicking at the treasure that's piled up on it. Gets up and turns to face Sabella. And then looks at Leosai. Where are you?
Message, you're holding on to me. You just didn't realize it.
Okay. It coils its head back around and arches its body so that with you held in its tail, it pulls you up towards its face, so it's looking right in the eyes. You're just a foot away from it.
Well, if he's looking me right in the eyes, then he's looking right in the dragon mark. I'll wave a paw. Well, so you speak common at least, that's good news.
Interesting.
What?
We are... I think this is actually a good place to call it.
Yeah, suspenseful.
I am kind
Leave
of curious
off.
to what I see.
I'm gonna move you up to
Purely
the other.
black nothingness.
You come up onto a platform. Along the way, you saw water trickling down through the large crack that you're in, that you crawled up, and you can see a stone door in front of you. And that is where we'll leave off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this was good. We had an exciting chase scene.
Yeah, thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll be meeting again, same bat time, same bat channel next week. And
Yeah.
look forward to everyone being in the next Andromeda adventure in Crestborn.
And as
You're gonna
always,
wake up that time.
as always, thank you, Frosty, for letting us stream for a good cause.
Happy to. Thank you, Luigi. Thank you, Zed. Thank you, Death. Thank you, Ark.
Yeah.
No
You're
problem,
welcome.
Mike.
I'll try and be a bit more awake next week.
All right, you guys, that was the end of session 10 of Crestborn, and we had, we finally found Lord Azazar and had an exciting flying chase battle with him, but he got away. And we went back, and, well, we're cutting off at having found a dragon. Is it evil? Is it good? Will it help us or not? Well, you're going to have to tune in next Sunday to find out. We will see you, tomorrow, I believe. Until then, I wish you guys the best. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I will look forward to getting a new session to you guys, and probably PC games. Yes, I do still do them, so stay tuned. They're coming. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting chronically ill and disabled gamers.